Fam, before we cover this song, we need to enter Tyler Joseph's world, not the famous musician, because that didn't exist yet. This is 2012 going into 2013. Tyler had spent years making deeply personal music in basements around Columbus, Ohio. Music that's about fear and faith and death and purpose and sometimes things that contradicted all of those things. The kinds of thoughts you normally hide because you're afraid nobody else will understand them. Then everything started changing. Josh Dunn had joined him, and their hometown audience was booming. They signed with Fueled by Ramen, which I wish I could sign to Fuel. That's fire. That's a dope name for a label, Fueled by Ramen. And Tyler went from recording at home to making Vessel inside a professional Los Angeles studio. So imagine that crossing. Something that had lived privately inside your own head was now kind of becoming a product and a career and maybe your entire identity. You're being asked to reproduce your entire life for strangers while having no idea whether the world will embrace it or completely misunderstand you. Family, listen, without any further ado, we're going to get into it. We're going to let him cook. Please cook, sir.
Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone.
Guys, you know what I'm starting to depend on 21 Pilots for? The vibes. I love the sound. Like sonically, they just really never, ever, ever miss. Never, ever, ever do they miss sonically. Like they're very, very impressive and amazing to listen to.
Will scream that I'm alone.
I've got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. Thank God it's Friday, cause Fridays will always be better than Sundays, cause Sundays are my suicide days. I don't know why they always seem so dismal. Thunderstorms, clouds, snow, and a slight drizzle. Whether it's the weather or the letters by my bed, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head.
Yo, listen, there's also this thing with 21 Pilots where sometimes you got to pay attention to the way that they deliver this because it sounds like a happy song sonically, right? I mean, the beat, the do 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 do. I mean, it's very light, and the way that he's rapping, he's not projecting a sad emotion in the sound. It almost sounds like psychotic, like it's almost like, despite the way he feels, he knows that no one cares. And so he kind of happily, merrily raps this tune. Listen to that again. Discover the contrast between what he's saying and how he's saying it.
Got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. Thank God it's Friday, cause Fridays will always be better than Sundays, cause Sundays are my suicide days.
Damn.
I don't know why they always seem so dismal. Thunderstorms, clouds, snow, and a slight drizzle. Whether it's the weather or the letters by my bed, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense. It's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block. My retina just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep. I get so sleep when I'm dead, and sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head.
Sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. And he says what the migraine represents. Let's go back a little bit.
In my head. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense. It's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block. My retina just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep. I get so sleep when I'm dead, and sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head.
Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far.
Kid.
It's like you don't want to dance, but you have to. And guys, I'm starting to now get the sense that the kind of the electronic voice is him trying to give expression to the fact that there is this machine that wants something from him, right? This machine wants to turn his pain into something scalable and sellable. And so he sings through this, mechanical kind of electronic sound there. Perhaps.
Pardon me for yelling, I'm telling you green gardens are not what's growing in my psyche. It's a different me, a difficult to beast, a feasting umber down trees.
Bro, listen to me. Tyler can really, really rap though. He really, really can rap. And he can rap so well that he makes fun of other rappers. The previous, 21 Pilots song that I covered, he was like, and he's making fun of rappers, clearly. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't rap with passion. They just rap like the last person they heard. Bro, he really goes for it. Listen to that. Hold on, my bad. I muted it. Right there.
Pardon me for yelling, I'm telling you green gardens are not what's growing in my psyche. It's a different me, a difficult to beast, a feasting umber down trees. Freeze frame, please let me paint a mental picture portrait. Something you won't forget. It's all about my forehead and how it is a dork that holds back contents that make Pandora's box contents look non-violent. Behind my eyelids are islands of violence. My mind shipwrecked. This is the only land my mind could find. I did not know it was such a violent island, full of tidal waves, suicidal crazed lions. They're trying to eat me, blood running down the chin. And I know that I can fight or I can let the lion win. I begin to assemble what weapons I can find. Cause sometimes to stay alive you gotta kill your mind.
Sometimes to stay alive you gotta kill your mind. Maybe the mind is partially the thing that's feeding on you, right? In the last 21 Pilot tracks, he's talking about sacrificing the present for the future, right? That's the lion, the thing that takes you away from the now. I mean, it's motivated expectations, which is the past. That's the future. And then memory, that's the past. Those are the things which devour the present, that devour who you are. You know what I mean? Do I let the lion win?
Cause sometimes to stay alive you gotta kill your mind. Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. Say that we should take a day to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I would say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone.
Yeah.
And I would say that we should take a day to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I would say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone.
That's so fire. Bro, I'm a fan. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm a 21 Pilots fan. I am a fan. And it's so true. I mean, as a religious man, this is the idea of the Sabbath. The Sabbath is a day to remember that you are not a tool, to be used for anyone's ultimate aim. It's to just be, to let alone, to put down your agendas, right? Sometimes we think we live for agendas. Sometimes like I'll take a day off from doing this and just spend time with the family. And it's like, and I'll still have anxieties. Like, should I be working? Should I be preparing something? It's very difficult being your own boss sometimes. But I love that. Let's listen to that and really, really feel it in our beings, what Tyler is saying here.
Break away from
right here.
And I will say that we should take some time to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I will say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone. And I will say that we should take a day to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I will say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone. Am I the only one I know? Waging my wars behind my face and above my throne. Shadows will scream that I'm alone,
fam, hear me out. So now that I've heard it, I think I understand why this song had to come from Tyler's world. He was taking thoughts that probably felt intensely private, like fear, spiritual uncertainty, the exhaustion of fighting your own mind, and discovering that they weren't actually his alone. And maybe that's the reason the song became important. Right? And it's not because Tyler gives us clean answers. He doesn't seem to be speaking from the other side of the struggle. He sounds like somebody like still inside it, trying to describe the walls while looking for a way out. And one of the reasons I love this song so much personally, like as a person with a YouTube channel, is that he says sometimes to stay alive, you have to kill your mind. And a lot of times, specifically like with my 6th or 7th month doing this, and I talked to my wife about it, like, what am I supposed to react to? What am I supposed to do? Should I just follow the recommendations? Should I be myself? Should I react to what I like? Should I, And that is a reminder, from Tyler's personal life to someone like me. It's like, what? Sometimes to stay alive, and to be staying alive isn't just biological life. It's creativity to continue growing. You have to kill your mind. You have to stop with all of the noise of your motivated expectations and memories and just say, look, today is about what I want to do, and I want to express myself emotionally in that way. And that was just beautiful for me. Just a beautiful reminder. Fam, do me a big favor. If you enjoyed what you heard today, if you enjoyed any part of it, if there's one sentence that you enjoyed, like, comment, share, subscribe. Join me in the Patreon if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to be throwing a lot of things into the Patreon with this new kind of format that I'm working on. Love you, family. Till next time, stay balanced.